The third day, after our wedding was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, instead, my husband slammed his foot into the dinner table. Plates crashed onto the floor. Then he looked me straight in the eyes and declared that women must be beaten into submission. Everyone in the room went silent. They expected me to cry. They expected me to apologize. What they did not expect was the calm smile on my face. I looked at him and quietly said, "In that case, I will not hold back either." What happened next changed every life in that room forever. My name is Email. I grew up in Manchester in the United Kingdom. My parents taught me one lesson that stayed with me forever. Respect is earned and fear is never love. When I met Daniel, he seemed kind and confident. He opened doors for me. He remembered every little detail about my life. My friends thought I had found the perfect husband. Looking back now, I realized he was simply very good at pretending. Our wedding was beautiful. Family and friends celebrated with us. Everyone smiled for photographs. I believed I was beginning a wonderful new chapter. 3 days later, everything changed. We were invited to dinner at his parents' house. The conversation started normally, until someone joked that now I had to obey my husband. Everyone laughed except me. Daniel suddenly stood up. Without warning, he kicked the dining table so hard that glasses shattered across the floor. Then he shouted, "Women must be beaten into submission." The room became silent. His mother lowered her eyes. His father said nothing. No one told him he was wrong. That silence shocked me even more than his words. Daniel looked at me, waiting for fear. Instead, I smiled. I said quietly, "In that case, I will not hold back." He laughed because he thought I was bluffing. He had no idea what I meant. The next morning, while he was sleeping, I gathered every important document. I called a domestic abuse support service. They helped me understand my rights. I also contacted a solicitor. Every message, every threatening word, and every witness from that dinner became part of my evidence. I did not argue with him. I did not scream. I simply planned my exit carefully. Over the next week, his behavior became even worse. He tried controlling where I went. He demanded access to my phone. He insulted me whenever I disagreed with him. Each time I remained calm and documented everything. Finally, one evening, he raised his hand. Before he could touch me, the police arrived. One of the relatives from that dinner had secretly contacted them after realizing how dangerous the situation had become. Daniel was removed from the house. Months later, we stood in court. He told the judge I was exaggerating, but the messages, the witnesses, and the evidence told a different story. The judge ruled in my favor. The marriage ended almost as quickly as it had begun. Outside the courtroom, Daniel finally understood something he never believed. Strength is not about controlling another person. Real strength is respecting them. Today, I have rebuilt my life. I work, I travel, I smile without fear. Sometimes people ask if I regret leaving so quickly. My answer is always the same. I do not regret leaving. I only regret not recognizing the warning signs sooner. If my story helps even one person choose safety over silence, then every painful memory has served a purpose. No relationship is worth losing your dignity or your safety. Love never demands fear. Respect never requires violence. If someone believes power comes from intimidation, they have already lost. My greatest victory was not winning in court. It was walking away before fear became my future. No relationship is worth losing your dignity or your safety. Love never demands fear. Respect never requires violence. If someone believes power comes from intimidation, they have already lost. My greatest victory was not winning in court. It was walking away before fear became my future. That day, I learned that silence only protects the person causing harm. Speaking up was the hardest decision I ever made, but it was also the best one. I chose peace over fear and self-respect over false love. From that moment, my life finally began to change. Today, I live without fear. I no longer wait for angry words or cruel threats. I wake up knowing that my future belongs to me. The painful memories will always remind me of what I survived, but they will never define who I am. If this story teaches one lesson, let it be this: never confuse control with love or fear with respect. The strongest person is not the one who makes others afraid. The strongest person is the one who has the courage to walk away from abuse and build a better life. Together, we can remind the world that respect is always stronger than fear.